Mm. Let's copy that link as always. Uh, paste that on Discord. Legend of Mushroom. This is the one. And Legend of Mushroom here. Publish that so people know about it. Okay, so seems like I'm back again live on Legend of Mushroom. Let me reduce that window so I can see if everything is working fine. Nice. So today I am trying a Tanky regen build. Hi Trus. Can I do a shout out? Yes, what do you want to shout out? First, and unfortunately no, Gerald, you are not the first one. Trus and Shelly were here before in the chat. But you are close, like you are the third guy. Hi Nova. Welcome here. Oh no, not first. Yes, you are not the first, but you were close. Like, it was very close, like 1 or 2 seconds of delay. So good job too. Good job, whatever. So guys, today, as the title of the video, of the stream, I am trying a Tanky Prophet build. I wasn't expecting to do that this morning, but the fact is that I was lucky at the prayer statue. Let's say it was some luck. Because you see here, I re-rolled this one this morning. I had a 75%, a triple S, and I was able to get this one. You know, with the auto pray feature, I was drinking my coffee and waiting for that. It took forever, but hey, it was worth it. I got my full triple S plus global HP. This is the first time I'm having that, but the coefficient is really low, but the others are very high, so it compensates. 88% I can have better, but as you can see, I used all my fruits, so this is very, very bad. I just can't continue rolling here, so I'm gonna stick with that. My friend from the Philippines, welcome, Shelly. So you are on the Philippines, right? So you are playing on the C server of the game, I suppose. Or maybe not, maybe on global. So, I was saying that now I have a lot of HP thanks to the prayer statue. I just want to show my build before starting the tries in PvP. I'm gonna adjust the things. I don't pretend to know exactly how does it work. It's the second time maybe I'm trying a Tanky regen build with my Prophet class. So let me just show you first what I am using. I tried to upgrade my HP here, 85. I don't know if it is worth it to increase that a bit higher than that. The fact is that I'm getting a lot of HP and HP regen as well. And so it helps me a lot to have some regen, but I also need to have some damage, right? Je vais bien, hélas, et toi? And here, I tried to put some damage for the skill damage, like the global attack and the skill crit damage. I feel like it's important, and I have level 50 for my crit resistance. Very important to resist the attacks coming from the combos, from the archers. So this is what I have at my swords at the moment, and if I show you my stun, decreased, of course, because now with my gear, I am not using only stun skill crit, but I'm using a skill crit and regen. I don't know if it is the way to go though, because I know that other players are playing with stun regen and not skill crit regen. So this is different. I have only 30%. Normally with the offensive build, I have more than 60%. I don't know if it is enough. We are gonna try that. And regeneration, I have 8.49%, which is pretty high. I could get a bit more if I was upgrading a bit higher. That's all here, but as I said, I want some damage as well, because if I show you the other stats, skill crit, I have a 74%, because I'm not using the cloud amount anymore. 446% skill crit damage, which is still pretty high though, and skill damage at 2400. With my full DPS build, normally I have a 500 skill crit damage, so this is not that far away. And I have a 2700 skill damage, so this is pretty close. And if I show you my main stats here, yeah, I have way less attack. Normally I have 6500, so I have a 2000 less attack with that build, but I have way more HP and some regen. I think I could have more than that. If I show you my scrolls here, this is what I'm running at the moment. most of my scrolls went into my HP. This is important for the regen and the tankiness. And I got some crit resistance as well here to sustain versus the offensive builds in PvP, the archers mainly. And I have some extra stats into my damage here, but I think I'm going to reset that because I don't need to have that much defense here. I'm going to put some more in damage. So let's just put like 80 here. I'm going to do the same as before here. I think I had a 50. Let's upgrade that to 51 as well, and 51 here too. And then let's put the rest into skill crit damage. I think this is better. I'm gonna adjust the things during the live. I need to try many things. So this is the stats I have at the moment. So now let me show you the talents I'm using. So I'm trying to compensate the lack of HP at the moment, because in the past, with my Plume Monarch, I put a lot of feathers into this one to increase my attack. This is cool for the damage, but yeah, if I want to try a tanky build, you know, I'm lacking some HP, so I'm trying to upgrade this one instead. So I will have more tankiness later. So this is what I'm using at the moment. And by the way, I still have some feathers to spend. I was adjusting that before. So first of all, on the sorcery, I tried to max out my HP and attack everywhere I could. So normally I have 20 on 20 everywhere. I don't really care about my defense though. So the first thing I did was to go here on the left to take this one, which is in my opinion the best one to take, whatever the class you are using, if you want to increase your damage. Or no, it's maybe not right if you are using the tame class, the tame beast class. So here I got some skill crit damage. I have skill damage, of course. On the other side, I have the active skill energy regen. I have the skill damage, of course. Then I went for some crit resistance. You can get 400% through the talents. So here I got 20 on 20, and on the Fury you have the other one here. Very important. Talking about the Fury tab, here you have that for your regeneration at the top, and you have another one here to increase your healing as well. This is not the healing, this is the regeneration. And on the Tame Beast, you have the same here to take. This is very important, so you have more regeneration. On the Fury Steel, I upgraded my Ignore combo, so I have 20%. I don't have the other one on the other side. Maybe I will change that during the live. If it is not enough to beat Plume Monarchs. So this is what I have here at the moment, and then I went at the top to increase my resistances. On the archery, I went only at the top. I don't care about the pre-blitz anymore, so I don't want to have some base attack speed. On the sorcery, I have also some resistances at the top. I try to max out my combo damage resistance first. And on the Tame Beast, I went for that just because I needed to upgrade my regeneration here, and I wanted to have the extra resistances here. So this is what I am running at the moment. I don't know if I need to have some more ignore counter. I don't know if they are a threat at the moment, so I'm gonna try that in PvP and adjust the things. Hey Wavesy, welcome to the live. Happy streaming. Yeah, happy streaming. I have been streaming but another game lately, so I wanted to do a live on Legend of Mushroom that time. So the sorcery, I got the stun here, which is very important too. And I still have 2000 feathers to spend. Don't know if I want to put the extra into more combo damage resistance, or if I want to upgrade my other resistances. This is what I want to try here. Ignore counter, I don't care. Think I'm first gonna try with that. Maybe I'm gonna put some extra into basic attack resistance, just in case I'm taking a lot of damage versus tanky players. I'm gonna try that. And I don't have the one here. So I don't know, you know, I'm gonna adjust the things during the live. So for now, I'm still using the Pumpkin Avian, but don't worry, I have another Avian to use with that class. I'm just lacking one affix, but the others are pretty good. Normally, when you are using a tanky Prophet regen build, you want to use generally the Dense Cloud. And here I have a pretty good one. This is not a one designed for the tanky build though, because I have offensive stats only, skilled crit damage, 15%, inert gas doing the same, and talent skill for the skill damage. Unfortunately, I have Shroom combo here, so this is not the perfect one. But just in case I want to switch, I have this one, which is more tanky. Regen ability, so I will have some more regen. Barrel dodge to resist even more crit damage. and Infinite Dream to increase the damage of my skills, which is a pretty good one, but one more time I have Shroom Combo. But the growth coefficient is pretty cool, so I have some potions, so just in case I can adjust that one more time during the live. There is an event in C7, the mount and back accessory is very good for mages. Really? Can you write in the chat what they are doing? I am curious to see. I haven't checked yet on the C7 what it is, so let me know in the chat. So let's just claim my things. If I show you the skills, for now I'm still using my offensive build. I might want to change that, but I want to give it a try first. And by the way, if you are an expert of the Tanky REGEN Prophet class, write me in the chat what you are using at the moment, so I'm gonna try that as well. Any advice on what to save for on the Lucky Spinner as a Plume Monarch? If you're a beginner, let me check what we have here. If you are a beginner, I would recommend first to go for the Blue Ox. The Blue Ox early game is gonna help you both in PvE and PvP because you're gonna have some a lot of damage resistance, so this is pretty cool for both the content, and for PvP it's even better because it's gonna reduce the effects of the controls on your character. So if you're starting on a new server, this one is definitely the best to take as a Plume Monarch. First one you want to take, and this is another great one for the parking wars because it's giving to you a lot of scrolls, and early game it's very important to park mounts giving some scrolls. The scrolls are still the best thing to take today in the parking wars, even if you're in endgame. So park only mounts giving awakening scrolls, and the Blue Ox is an amazing one for that. And plus you get some extra keys and fruits, so for your progression this is an amazing one. One of the best mounts in game at the moment. Utilise le dragon rosé, la chandelle et soit le tigre, soit le parachute. Tu peux aussi mettre le vaisseau. Oh, so this is what you are using. I am using this one, the ship here, which is a very nice one, the best one for every tanky build in my opinion. So here I just can't change that. But at the moment I'm using like the fan here to get the extra shield and the energy regen and the final skill damage. I think it is a good one. But you are telling that you are using the parachute here. The parachute in my opinion is less efficient. You can get up to 15% more attack during the run, but I really do feel like that if you have this one, you are gonna have more shields because once the shields are broken here, you can't get them anymore. And the shield are less efficient than on the fan, so the fan is better if you have it in my opinion. And you are using the pink dragon, this one, for the price of an artifact, so you are getting some more defense. But it goes really fast, in my opinion. This is not very nice. And the damage coming from the mount can't crit, so it doesn't help at all, in my opinion. I don't think this is a good mount to use. Also, I'm level 135, but I don't spend on the game, so everything I have is basic. So you don't have any mount at the moment coming from the Lucky Spinner. If you're level 135, probably you have some, but I suppose that you went for the red soul selection too for your pink souls. So for the rest of my build, the pals I'm using these ones at the moment, so I just changed a bit the ones I was using with my other build, and by the way I want to change the title because this is not a wire build. This is my mage regen. Let's go, just update that. So I'm using the deer, of course, for more tankiness. It's giving 15% more damage resistance. I'm a bit above the 30% at the moment. The cat is the best one for any mage class to increase your damage. A very nice one. The panda, of course, for the HP regen, mandatory here. This one for the skill crit rate, 20%. I don't know yet if I want to go more offensive or tanky with that build. I'm gonna adjust that, and of course with that build you want to take the harder sprite because the goal is to survive and release more skills in battle. I have nothing. I didn't realize you could. Oh, dude. Yeah, you can save the coins if you're watching the stream, and if you don't know about it, you can save these coins, so never spend them all the time. Otherwise, you are just gonna waste your resources. Like, you can get 42 every weekend. So just to save them, and you need like a 2.5 months, if I remember. And every 2.5 months, you can get something for sure and for free. And this is what I am doing. I'm never spending here. I spent in the past, but I'm never doing that anymore. So I'm getting some free stuff over time. Les moyens du bord MDR, mais le dragon fait un bon taf chez moi, je t'avoue, je sais pas pourquoi. I don't know. Are you using the clone? I remember that in the past when you were using the pink dragon, this one, and if you were using the clone, there were a glitch. Like, your clone were invincible, and so you could easily kill the targets thanks to that. But normally they should have fixed that. I don't know if the glitch is back or not. I spend them every time I've got the 300 coins. And are you lucky with your 300? I would recommend to keep until you have, save until you have 400. In my case, I'm always getting the mounts around the 400, maybe 450 maximum. But I can never get the mount within the 300. I sent the mount and back accessory. Photo and details on DM on Discord, bro. Feel free to check. Let me check that. Oh, so wait a second. I am just gonna switch the screen, so maybe I have to change something. Let me check. I need to change that. Wait a second, guys. The screen is black at the moment. I just need to change something. So here I have the capture. I'm just gonna make it bigger, and so we can see that directly. So this is the new mounts on the C server. Maybe we all gonna get that too on the global server. Every 12 seconds, a unicorn enters its wings to block the next active skill damage, excluding class, flying pet, and... Oh, can you write down what it does in the chat? I don't have the full description here. So it's giving global defense. And that's a legendary one, so this is the price of an artifact. So I suppose that the effect is pretty cool. So then you have, this is a back accessory, I guess, giving global attack. Oh, it might be the first one, giving global attack. Increases a skill crit rate by 10%. Oh, dude, this is the first one, the first time we have that. Skill crit rate on an item, this is cool. Every 4 seconds in battle, next skill crit will reduce all active skill cooldown by 1 second. And increase the skill crit damage, I guess. Wow, it looks amazing, bro. Oh, you sent me a video, so I suppose that you scroll down. During that time, the character gains 50% defense and becomes immune to all control effects. Oh, it's a kind of mount like the panda mount. But for a duration, once the block succeeds, the defense boost and control immunity vanish. And the character reflects the active skill back at the attacker. The active skill, you reflect that to the attacker, so you reflect the skills you take on your character, getting 4% attack and 4% damage reduction until the end of the fight. This effect can stack up to 3 times, so you get up to 12% more attack and damage resistance. Which is pretty cool, I guess. You get control immunity, more attack, damage reduction, and you reflect the active skill the target lands on you, and you get more defense as well during that effect. But how long does it remain? A unicorn unfurls its wings to block the next active skill damage. Okay, just during 1 active skill damage. So let's go back in game. There we are. So pretty nice things on the C server apparently. Maybe we are gonna have these next week on the next series of event. Yeah, the effect of the new back accessory is just so great. J'ai un plume fonte en 99. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire par fonte? You have the Pyre Breaker mount, but apart from that, everything else is basic. Oh, are you saving your resources to get some more Scarada passes, or... Like, it's very important. This one is cool because it's a cheap one. You can get some ignore evasion, so it's cool for PvP, and you get that effect pretty cool. If you're using a Monarch, that effect is gonna be pretty close from the effect given by the Cloud Drifter, but this one is gonna enhance your global attack once you get it, so focus on that now. Very important to get it as fast as you can. And later, for now, I'm focusing on this one only, so I can have some more ignore stun. That's very important to me for late game. Okay guys, so now let me show you the cards I'm using at the moment. This is very offensive. I'm using that so every 16 seconds at the start of the fight, I can deal some AoE skill damage and I can start the target for 0.5 second. Pretty nice damage, I guess, and the stun is pretty cool. After that, I got this one equipped, releasing the main active skill, shortens the cooldown of active skills on cooldown by 1 second, and increases the final skill damage by 16% for 5 seconds. Very, very, very nice in my opinion. And here, I can get an extra shield every time I release the main active skill here, so it's both offensive and defensive. Don't know what you think about it. And for the release, I'm using these at the moment, so skill crit. I got more damage on Betty Trace. Maybe I'm gonna change that and put some more controls on that build. I want to adjust that later. Damage resistance. I don't know if I can. If I want to upgrade this one, I'm saving the spores I have to finally upgrade this one to the max level. But I need 2,500. And after that, I'm gonna upgrade this one, of course. More damage resistance with the book here, and more damage with the cat. That necklace, don't have a better necklace to use with the skills I'm using at the moment. And this one, the Thunder Color Kite, to deal some more damage every time I land a skill. For my enchants, let's check my enchants at the moment. This is my main Dark Lord build here. So I got some stun and some skill crit damage, skill damage here and stuff like that. 2 sets of skill damage and 1 set of crit resistance. Combo damage resistance as main stat here. Crit resistance here. I don't know if it is better with that build to go for crit resistance or skill damage res. I think I'm gonna stick with the crit resistance for now. The Plume Monarchs are my biggest threat. Skill crit damage here as main stat, as substat, and same here with some extra stun. So this is what I'm running at the moment here. Let me check the rest. I think I covered everything on my build. Global HP at the prayer statue. I showed my talents. I showed that as well. What is that? Plume PvP. Power crit rate, skill crit damage. Oh, these are the souls, of course. These are the souls. I changed that on the plume, it doesn't matter, the sets are just broken at the moment. Let me just check the resistances I have. Counter damage, combo damage res, Ignore launch. Maybe I have something better instead of this one. Let's remove it and let's try to equip another one. Global counter damage, no, forget about it, I don't have better. Counter damage res here. Instead of skill damage res. Let's take the other one. Equip that. Upgrade that to the max. Hey Scorpion. I don't have many things. The server I'm in all spent so much money, so I am never close to getting resources in events. I do have 600 spinner coins now. 600 is a lot. You are a Squirrel, in fact. Like, you are saving all your things at the moment. You plan to spend nothing in the game? I mean your free resources, not in real money. This is insane. I've never seen someone with 600 spinner coins. That's insane. Do I have a bit more here? I'm just gonna spend these to see. Oh, I got another HP one. I'm gonna save my remaining red diamonds just in case I want to switch my class. Let's see. I have a few things to salvage. Don't know if I'm gonna have something else to upgrade in here. Now I have only 5,000. Forget about it. So let's check my stats. Close to 30% stun, 8.49% regen, then a 20% ignore combo and counter. Crit resistance 2,500, which is pretty nice. Enough, I guess. 25% basic attack damage resistance, 78% combo damage resistance, pretty nice too. 33% counter damage res, 30% skill damage res. So I increased all my resistances. I can have a bit more, I still have some feather suspense in the talents. 32% almost damage resistance, 870 billion HP, 1,500 million defense, which is pretty cool. And I think I'm good to go. Just need to change the presets. Gonna use the Mage Regen instead of the Dark Lord build. And I'm gonna start with that, guys. So let's go here. Try to find people. You know, I'm just gonna try first versus Escanor or Send Noodles. This is a Plea Monarch, a pretty strong one. I have a bit more power. Pretty nice attack. Let's compare the stats to see the detail. Crit rate combo, of course, 100%. He has a 9,000, a bit above crit damage, a 41,000 combo. Let's check the skill damage resistance, only 15%, so I should deal a lot of damage. And damage res, 25%. Should be cool. Don't know if it is gonna be working though. This is the first time I'm trying that. So let's see if it is working. First try of the stream, guys. Let's see if I take a lot of damage. Or if I can heal enough. For now, I'm taking a lot of damage. And remember that he's using the cheat amount, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive. Cheat amount? Ouch! Ouch! Insane damage coming from the cheat amount here. So it is not working just because of the cheat amounts, or maybe I have to change something. I need to probably change my artifact. Like if I use a clone, maybe the clone is gonna take the damage for me, so I want to use two different artifacts here. But I had pretty good damage using this one, so I don't really know. So I have the Olympic Torch, but generally the Pepe clone is a bit better, so I'm just gonna start with that and we are gonna see if there is a difference. There we go, second try. Yeah, my clone is already dead. Let's see if I can still release some damage. Maybe I just need to slow him down, in fact. The Pepe is dead, I have the Blitz Assault to tank the cheat amount. I was able to win that time. But I took too much damage in my opinion, I can probably change that. But what can I do? Like, the cheat amount annoys me a lot. Let's just remove that, and instead I think that I'm just gonna change, use that skill instead to reduce the attack of the target. Maybe I will be able to tank, I don't know. Remove the petty... I don't know if it is a good thing to do. Remove the petty trace. This is my main source of damage. I'm here to try though, so let's just do that. I want to change that as well. So let's take... yeah, this is the right one, I guess. Yep, this is the right one. So let's just retry with that to see if there is any difference. Let's go. So let's attack speed. Now I'm starting to take damage. Got my skill again. But he doesn't take any damage at all for now, so I don't know, I might want to change something. I have the Blitz Assault again, but my life is full that time. And he's dead. I was able to tank the cheat amount because he had less attack thanks to the cactus, and the result was better. So I think that this is the way to go. I just want to remove that skill here and use the Betty Trace instead. Just want to see if I can release some more damage with that, or... I do feel like the other one is better. Send noodles et pas anti-regen. Uh-oh. So I need to try versus someone else. I'm gonna try to find another player. So here I feel like I had more damage than before. And I was full life at the end. So let's try to find another player in the crossover rank match, in the pick rank directly. Who is using Monarch? Police 11. Yeah, huge stats. And I do feel like this is not the right build. If you have someone that can equip the right Monarch build, so I can try that in practice mode, that would be awesome, guys. But here there is no match at all because the player in front just have an insane amount of stats in comparison. So I don't have any chance to beat that guy, so let's go in the pick rank and try to find someone else. Beastmaster here. Marsa Sage. Warbringer. Another Prophet. Prophet here. Another one. Police 5. This is a Warbringer. Another Monarch, even higher stats. 10,000 million attack. This is insane. And this is probably the right build equipped. I don't know. Yeah, no, probably he's not using that artifact. Or this is just the design, so maybe... Yeah, there is the Sunshine Bringer, so maybe this is the right build in front. No, I suppose it's not. He's taking too much damage. I am dead. Probably not the right build. So hard to find a player to try our builds. I don't even remember which player it was. I think I was on Police 5. No, the Mafia 13. Fuck Police Mafia. That was the player. Marsa Sage, let's try to find another Monarch. With the right build equipped, that would be great, with the same power as mine. Prophet. Dark Lord. Marsa Sage. Monarch, a bit less power, probably the right build equipped. 7,000 million attack. Probably a very, very strong build too. Let's try that. Let's survive Pepe. My Pepe clone is already dead and I'm already taking a lot of damage. Let's reduce his attack speed again and cast my skills one more time. Blitz Assault, will I have time? Remember that he has the cheat amount, so I'm not sure to survive. I don't have the Blitz Assault anymore and I died on the cheat amount. And I'm close to that power though, so... This is probably not the right way to go. Think I need to increase a bit more my ignore combo, this is gonna be better. And my crit resistance probably. Think I'm good with my combo damage. And by the way, he has a really high amount of combo damage resistance for a Monarch. So this is Police 312. Remember that. So I'm just gonna change my talents and I'm gonna retry. I said that I needed some more ignore combos, so I need to take this one here. I'm gonna go back on the Tame Beast and I'm gonna change that instead. I'm gonna lose some resistances if I'm doing that. I have less regen, so now just to be less, I don't know if it is that worth it to take that talent. So let's take this one at the top. So I got my resistances and let's... No, this is what I wanted to avoid. I want to upgrade my combo damage resistance here and I wanted to save the main talents for the Fury, so I could take this one here on the left. And take the ignore combo here to see if there is a difference. Is multiple shot not working in PvE? Can you test it with your avian? I'm not on that avian at the moment. In PvE, I don't feel like it's working because bosses have many HP bars, so you will never take advantage of that. I never felt like it was working in PvE, or I think maybe versus Grumpy Big Head it was working, but Grumpy is not here anymore, so there is no content in which the multiple shot is working, in my opinion. Let's go upgrade my stats again. Here, crit damage, I don't care. HP, everything is upgraded here. Combo resistance, I need to upgrade my HP. I have the max amount of combo everywhere. No, I can upgrade that as well. So my combo damage res is upgraded to the maximum everywhere on all my talents. Can maybe put some later in skill damage res. And counter, I need to focus on that later, but I want to retry with that. So now, if I check again my stats, so let's see that. 40% ignore combo, so this is double what I have before. Same crit resistance, but I have just a bit more combo damage resistance. Like 1% or 2% more. Think only 1.5% more. Okay, so time to go back in here. And let's try to find Police 312 again. Was it 312 or 314? I thought it was a 312. Or maybe he is above now because I don't know if he did a fight or what. Where is he? What is happening? Like, it was a 312, right? Or did he rename himself? Police 32. Come on, where are you, bro? I lost him. What the hell? Are you not spending like you used to? I'm not spending as much as before, yes. Because today I have a lot of things and sometimes it is not worth it for me to get an extra artifact or stuff like that. Just if I wanted to get some extra global attack or stuff like that, I am spending less just because I have enough on my account. And also because I want to save some money, this is important to me. Oh, guys, I just lost that player. I thought it was a Police at 312. I said like, remember that number. And I just can't find that guy again. Oh, this is bad, guys. Not that player. Marsa Sage. Mafia 32 here. This is a Warbringer. Gene, a Warbringer. Police 8. Play Monarch. Wrong build. This one, this is a Prophet. Another Prophet. Play Monarch. Insane attack. You know, let's practice versus that guy. I feel like he has the right build equipped. Nice damage so far. He's using the Tiger back, or is it just me? I'm starting to take a lot of damage. I can reuse my skills again. He's almost dead. I'm gonna have to tank the cheat amount, I guess. No cheat amount. This is probably not the right build. Can you show your relics? I want to see if they do the same as mine. I know pals do different things for other servers. Yes, these are the relics I'm using at the moment. C'était Yuko l'adversaire de tout à l'heure. Oh, il s'est rename. Ou alors ça s'est juste mis à jour? Okay, so that was the player. So let's retry and see if I can sustain that time, if I can tank the cheat amount. I just have double my ignore combo, 40% instead of 20. Normally I should have more survivability here. Saying normally, but I'm not sure about that though. Still taking a lot of damage, I lost a lot of HP, I have the Blitz Assault, I need to proc the cheat amount now. Cheat amount and no, I have exactly the same result. Let's retry another time. So I am not tanky enough apparently. Probably I need to slow him down a bit more, he's using the Beast Robo. So I just need maybe to change one pal. Blitz Assault. Cheat amount already? Nah, it went right after the Blitz Assault. So it didn't work. Rank 30. Why is that cheat amount so OP? Probably because developers wanted players to spend. I don't know. I have no other reason. So I got 30 here. Maybe I should try just to increase a bit more my... You know, I'm just gonna do a test. I'm here to do some tests, so I'm just gonna reset everything I have here. Just want to see if I take less damage by upgrading by a lot my crit resistance. I'm gonna put like 85. Okay, I can't. So let's just go back with that. Let's just check my crit resistance before. 3000, so I have a 500% more. Here to do some tests, so... There we go again. Crit resistance, so let's see if I can survive. Of course, my damage are gonna be really bad that time. I don't feel like I'm taking less damage than before though. Like, I feel like I'm taking exactly the same damage as before. And if I reset it, remove all my crit resistance, now I have 1700. Let's retry that. Yeah, the damage difference is huge here. So you can see directly the impact of the crit resistance when you are facing Monarchs. This is very, very important. I died so fast that time. So I'm gonna put like 40 only. Like that, and then I'm gonna upgrade again my offensive stats. I need to kill him. This is the best way to survive. Kill him fast enough. Let's upgrade that. Get 50 here. Let's balance the stats. There we go. Think I'm good to go with that. Let's retry. Maybe changing cards will help me. I'm gonna try that later. Right after that try. There we go again. Let's see if I die during the cheat amount. Yeah, he had a lot of procs with the Beast Robo at the start or directly, so I took more damage that time. Blitz Assault again. Cheat amount. Right after my Blitz Assault one more time, so I have exactly the same result. I'm a new player, I play as Mage, and I just hit level 120 and awaken my class fully and switching to Archer. Do you have any builds for players that aren't late game players? Any recommendation? What do you mean by a not endgame build? Like the builds I use today, I was using them way before, in fact. I just have like a bit more feather coins and stuff like that, so you just need to upgrade your offensive stats first when you are playing an archer on your talent tree. Take the main things on the left and on the right. And this is all. In endgame, you just want to take some more resistances for PvP and the wounds and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that you have the immortal pals and immortal skills and stuff like that. So normally you should be able to play the same things as me. Just need to adjust the items you have on your account. The avians are gonna be the same and stuff like that. So there are not many things to change, in fact, on the builds. Did you already try the B-Pet, sir? Not with the mage build. I tried that on the warrior I did before, a few weeks ago. By the way, I am gonna work on the warrior class soon because I was able to get the full triple S plus counter here. So really soon I'm gonna work on that. And I'm gonna try the B-Pal again. So I wanted to change my cards, I said. At the moment, I was using these ones. I don't know what I can change, to be honest. Like, this one releases some damage at the start, but it goes on the blitz assault of the target, I guess. So I don't think this is the right thing to use. Maybe I have something better to use instead. Maybe this one, so I can have some more attack. Or this one. Let's try with more attack and defense. So I need to change this one and use some passive things instead. I just get my first red soul selection 2 as Pink Monarch. Which one should I go first to get my first pink soul? The combo one. Take this one here. The most important one to take first. Then probably this one, because before, if I remember, it's only base attack and then it converts into global attack, so you will have more things thanks to that. You already have the crit damage at the start, and so focus on this one first. So let's check the passives I have. Attack speed here, crit rate, I don't care. That's a passive. A main passive skill increases stun rate by 4% until battle ends. Can help. Then I can have some more defense with this one. Don't think the others are gonna be that good. Increases base skill damage by 36% if I'm using a shield. Oh, it can be interesting to use this one. Tu as essayé le nouvel artefact. Je l'ai pas drop. Je l'ai pas drop, le nouvel artefact. And so instead of this one, I need to take another passive. Releasing the main passive skill, grant some pal attack speed, I don't care. Releasing the main passive skill, increases skill crit rate and base skill crit damage. I'm gonna give it a try with that. Think it's gonna be pretty good. I have more defense attack and more stun and skill damage. Let's go back. Try versus that guy again. Il est cool. On m'a dit qu'il était équivalent à l'autre staff. Let's go! Kill that guy, dude! Is it me or do I have less efficiency than before? So I have the Blitz Assault, but one more time I'm losing the Blitz Assault and then I'm dying. So I feel like this is less efficient than what I had before. So I said that I wanted to try something else. I want to try a shield as main. Every 16 seconds, I get a shield that absorbs some max HP 10%, and when taking basic attack damage, the shield reduces attack by... Oh, that one might be cool as the main one. Basic attack deals an additional AoE counter damage, I don't care. Or this one, it gives me a shield as well. So I wanted to use this one as main, and I wanted to use this one so I can get some more base skill damage at 36%. Pal damage on this one. Crit rate, crit damage, not for me. Attack speed and counter damage, no. Increases attack, so I will deal more damage with my skills. This one looks interesting. So let's use this one instead. I think I'm good to go. I'm going to retry with that just to see if there is any difference at all. And after, I'm going to re-equip the ones I had before, and I'm going to try to change my avian and use the dense cloud instead to see if I have more survivability and more damage. I'm having that problem to nick me. What are you talking about? My buddy both use it, but literally procs the lightning like right away. I'm curious, is there a way to make it proc faster? Or what do you need to make it proc faster? What lightning are you talking about? Are you talking about a card or... So let's retry that. Practice. Feel like I'm taking less damage than before, probably thanks to the shields. Oh, excuse me guys, I have something knocking on the door. I'm coming back. I am back. Here I am, guys. Oh, right. I am back. Yeah, that was an 8-bore. He wanted to ask something. He's building a house at the moment, and I don't know how you call that, you know, the things that are covering the roof. Tuile. En français, si quelqu'un peut traduire. Alright, so I am back, guys. So I was trying my build here. I don't even know what happened. I failed, I've seen that, but... So I think I was trying my cards. I was saying that I had more survivability than before. I think I do, because I have more shields. It looks a bit more efficient, but yeah, I die on the cheat amount, of course. I die on the cheat amount. Need to change that. I think that it's time to reset my pumpkin. I don't know, I'm gonna lose a lot of damage, I guess, but I will have my cooldowns faster on skills, so maybe I can change that. Or maybe I can just change my back before resetting my avian. Let's try to use the alien dimension to see if I have enough block damage to sustain that fight. Knock knock. I think that Divine Champion crit proc is based on crit chance rather than skill crit. Divine Champion, you're talking about... Divine Champ crit rate proc is same as Bisbow. Since a Bisbow is based on crit rate instead of a skill crit, right? Yes, I would say yes. So let's just give it another try. Now I have the alien dimension. Le sport surpuissant, c'est lequel? Le bleu? J'ai pas essayé encore. Okay. That time I have the alien dimension and I take almost the same damage as with the fan. This is interesting. More damage. I died before. What just happened? Like, I just changed my back. The shields are that great, in fact, on a tanky build. The result is way different that time. Look at the burst in damage I have, because after 15 seconds, he's getting more attack speed. So probably I need to kill him faster, in fact. I need more damage. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. But if I wanted to increase my damage, what should I do? What if I use the fox here? Just doing some basic tests. Oh, this is because of the alien dimension. This is why I died very fast. Because I'm losing some effects over time. Are you using the Divine Champ right now? The artifact? Nope, I'm not. I'm using the Pepe artifact. I'm using this one at the moment. But maybe I should change because he is just landing all the attacks. He's killing it directly. I might want to give it a try again. Still have many things to try, guys. So there we go again. Gonna switch everything during that video. Do you know what procs the lightning for Divine Champion? My buddy procs lightning like right away and I don't even proc it. Really? You're never proccing the lightning? This is weird. Normally it should happen really often. So removing the deer was a really bad idea. I took way more damage, of course. And I haven't noticed more damage on my side. So let's repair that mistake. 20% skill crit rate. Don't think I have to remove that. I will lose a lot of damage if I do that. So let's just re-equip the other artifact here, the Divine Champion. So normally you cast the 6 skills directly at the start, and then you just need to proc the 10% chance with the basic attacks, or the 10% with your pals to apply an extra stack, and cast again your skills and stuff like that. Maybe if it happens on your friend, it's because he is probably using a lot of cooldown reduction, so if he casts his skills really often during the fight, he can proc it many times. You need 7 stacks. Every skill cast is 100% chance to get 1 stack. So in first battle, you get 6 stacks. And then, yes, this is exactly what you need. Okay, back to it. I already lost a lot of HP. This is bad. There is no way I can tank the cheat amount. Or that time I had the Blitz Assault and I still died. Okay, first time I win, but that was luck. Let's give it another try. Want me to try? Oh, okay, I'm gonna try. Just by curiosity. Blitz Assault one more time during the cheat amount, and so I survived. Cool. I can beat that Plume Monarch, but my goal is gonna be to beat Plume Monarchs with more power than that. And this is gonna be harder. So you wanted me to try that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I was using it already. Of course, I just switched that. I didn't even pay attention. So you want me to try that with some crit, right? What if I try that versus the Behemoth so we can see that directly? It's gonna be better. Let's just count. Maybe I should remove the Betty trace, I guess. I can't see anything. I can't see with all these skills if it procs. And with the HP bar of the boss, this is just impossible to see. Maybe it's gonna be different in the Magic Theater. Gotta buy an extra key and try that here. You can see the lining through all these skills. Yeah, that was the lining. One time. 2 times. 3 times. 4 times. 6. 7. It procs pretty often, right? And you want me to try with the normal crits? You can see the lighting here. Do you see that? Almost 2 times in a row. Another time. One more time. Okay, you want me to see if there is a difference when it can crit or not? It's gonna be super hard to try that, bro. Okay, so I died and now I have full crit. I can't see any difference in damage. Like, I deal no damage at all on them, so I don't know how you want me to try that. I think I have an idea. I'm not sure about it, but I'm gonna give it a try. Let's just re-equip that. I'm gonna change my build here. I'm gonna take my Abyss Theater build, switch plan, and instead... But I don't know if it is a good idea. Here I got combo regen. No, this is not the right build. Oh, I can try with that, a combo regen, so I can maybe see a difference. So I don't have a lot of crits with that build normally, like 16%. And I have only 50%, 54% combo. Yeah, this is not the right class, so this is normal. This is gonna be very hard to try. Hello, Ginger. Can you try put all your stats on global attack, skill crit, and skill damage? You want me to go full offensive? Is that what you are asking for? This is what I did on my previous video talking about the build. Okay, it procced here, but I can't see the damage, so I can't tell you, bro, if it is working or not. I would need to go in slow motion to see that, but unfortunately you don't have any slow motion in game, so I just can't say. This is so freaking hard. I don't know how you can try that. Of course, if I go with combo crit, I'm gonna have more damage. Maybe on the first hit? I can't even read that. That wasn't a crit, by the way. That was a crit. 17,000 billion. Another 17,000 billion. $17,000 billion. I don't know if it is my first hit or if it is coming from the staff, though. So then, if I change that, remove my crit rate. $400 billion only. No, this is probably my main attack. The 7... I just don't know. It was my main attack. Like now it can't crit, or I don't know. Is that the white thing written behind? Like the 400 damage? I don't know, bro. I just can't read that. It seems like I'm not getting another 17 billion here, so... Oh, that was close. So it was my basic attack, in fact. That was my combo. Yes, you are right. I should try in PvP. Let's try versus that guy. In practice mode, I suppose it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I just couldn't see that. Too much information at once. Maybe versus another one? A Monarch is faster, so he's gonna take less damage. Even with that, there is a clone here, and no, this is not the right build in front, so I just can't try that versus a Noodles. The skill crit has lower chance to get that Divine Champion crit, I think. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Let's try versus this one. Okay, the fight is taking forever, of course. I can't see what it does. Like, you have so many damage at the start. So I can't tell you, bro. How did you get your lightning to do so much damage? The second build was way lower damage compared to the first. The damage difference is coming from the crit, in fact. That wasn't the lightning damage, that was my first combo attack. Here I just lowered my crit rate, got only 17%. And before I had 70%, yes. And so I was proccing the crit directly, and so it was my crit damage on the first hit. It wasn't the lightning. If I remember, the lightning never crit, I don't know. Just don't know what happened. Like here, I just can't read. That game is horrible to understand the damage you deal. Maybe on the normal monsters? Okay, on the normal monsters, we can see that. It's better. You can see directly the AO. Not on that hit, but on the next hit probably. Since I don't have my skills. Okay, I just died too fast. It didn't work. No, I just couldn't read that. Abyss Theater. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna use my campaign build, so I'm gonna be able to slow them down, and we are gonna see that. I just need to replace it there. Should be better. 849 billion. Write that in the chat. 800 billion with the lightning. 800 billion. This is the damage coming from the lightning. Okay, only 200 billion that time. What if I remove all my skills? Even with that, I couldn't read the results. Was it 4,000 billion? I'm gonna try to take a picture. Okay, I couldn't cast it that time. Okay, I got it. That was 5,118 billion. I'm gonna write it in the chat. Wait a second. Let me write it here. That was... That was the damage. And so if it doesn't crit, I don't know if I will be able to read that though. But let's try that. Combo regen. So now I don't have crits anymore. Can I read that? I feel like I have less damage. Like here, I have exactly... No, it can't be. This is weird. Like, it crits and I think it was... that amount? I'm gonna try to take another picture. Okay, I couldn't proc it. Ah, I wasn't able to. Think it didn't crit that time and I couldn't read that. Should probably remove my mask. Let's equip the combo instead. It was a crit here. 1000 damage. Okay, I get it. It's just unreadable. In fact, it's not that result. It was... No, this is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. It's just unreadable. It seems like that div champion is better for archers rather than mage, if that's the case. I feel like it is. Look at that. It was clear. That was 1500 damage here. And I have exactly the same damage as before. I just reduced my crit rate. Seems like the crit rate is increasing the damage. This is ridiculous. This is an issue with the build, with the artifact. Like, the more the crit I have on my character, the bigger the damage of that staff. Doesn't make any sense. And look at that, it crits all the time. I think they inverted the crit rate and crit damage on that staff. Like, it crits all the time. I feel like it crits all the time, but I have no crit at all. Look at that, that was a 49,000 billion. The div champion is broken on the warriors. This is ridiculous. This is probably bugged, guys. I don't have any other explanation. If I go back here, now I have my crit rate, 67. 81%. Okay, I couldn't proc the effect. That time I have... No, it's exactly the same damage, in fact. That time I had the same damage as before, 49,000 billion damage. So no difference at all, in fact. Like, I'm gonna write that in the chat, you're gonna see. Just where is my screenshot? 49,000 707.0 billion. With crit rate, I have like 81%. And 77.02% combo. Just in case I'm writing that. I'm gonna redo the test. Let's just re-equip the other build with the regen. I just want to be sure. And then I will try again with the skill crit. Okay, didn't proc. No, didn't proc neither. Come on. Okay. Yep, I got exactly the same. Another 49,709 that time, 0.4 billion. And I have 698% crit and a 78.31% combo, just in case. So same damage. Crit rate is okay, it's not impacting the damage, but it was a crit. So it seems like it's always a crit. I don't know why it's always a crit, but probably because you need some skill crits. And that time it was worst. Did you see that? I got only a 1,500. What the hell is happening with that? Look at that. The time the damage were worst. I don't know. Look at that. Now I have only 1,500 billion. What is going on? I changed nothing? And dude, this is weird. No, okay. I feel like I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. But I feel like when you are changing your gear, it seems like you have a delay before it takes action. Like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and now I do feel like the result is different because it took into action my changes. It took into account. Look at that. Now the damage are consistent and it's never the same. I got only 1,600 billion. Always got the same. So the crit rate is increasing the damage. Look at that. It's still always the same. I'm pretty sure that if I change again, like right after, I'm gonna have still the 1,600, and if I wait a bit more, I'm gonna reach again the 49,000. You wanna try that? We are gonna try, let's go. So I changed. Here, I'm gonna need to die normally to have the new effects. And normally here it should happen. Let's see if it is the same. Okay, I died. Oh my bad, that time I had the 47,000. Oh, you see, I had the 1,600 billion. Okay, I died. Okay, I died one more time. Back to the 47,000 billion. Yeah, so I can assure you that the crit rate is increasing the damage coming from the staff, which is ridiculous. Like, between 49, in average, this is 48,000. You got between, I'm gonna write that in the chat. Between that and this is the range. Like, the more the crit rate you have, the more the damage you have with the lightning. This is completely absurd. So what if we are using that with a ton of crit rate plus the whirly snare and everything to increase the crit rate above that? Like the whirly snare and the pyre breaker. And so this is what you noticed, Nicholas. You had the same result, right? Oh Jesus, the game is broken. This is not normal. This is not normal, guys. Okay, but whatever. Let's come back to my previous test. I was on my regen build. That's why the plume is so OP using the staff. I'm gonna ask the moderator on Discord. She's probably gonna ask something to the team and check that with them, because it's not normal to have that difference. This is just not working correctly. So let's go back on Yukio. Cheat amount, right in time. It's working versus that guy, and no. Oh yes, it worked. It's working versus that guy because the timing is perfect, otherwise I would die. Let's just at that time replace my avian. Let's reset this one. Use the potion. These are the free potions I got through the how do you call that? The new guild event. Snowland Crisis. Do I want to try this one or this one with more regen and barrel dodge? Guess I'm gonna lose a lot of skill damage if I go with this one. But you know, I want to try with this one first. So let's see the regen I have after that. Cancel the deploy. Let's see my regen. I got a 7.95. Sorry guys. Let's equip this one just to see with the 10% more. I got a bit more, like 30% more, almost. Let's upgrade it. Can reach 110. So my regen is gonna be way better, but I don't think this is gonna be enough to sustain versus that guy. So normally now it's giving 32% instead of 10%, so I suppose that it's giving almost 1% to me. So I should be close to the 9.7%. The 9%, sorry, 8.89%. Pretty nice amount. But I lost a ton of skill damage, I guess. Yeah, skill crit I lost 100%. Skill damage I lost another 100%. So my damage are gonna be worst. But I got barrel dodge as well, so... And I got that during the fight. Let's see crit resistance. The difference is not that big though. Let's see. 300%. Yeah, 240. If I just read that. What a dumb I am sometimes. Okay, so let's go back in the peak rank at top 31. And let's retry with that. You're welcome, bro. So I got my skills more often, but I have way less damage, and I have more regen and barrel dodge, so more crit resistance, but I don't feel like there is any difference and I die. So this is not that right. This is not that good. I lost too much damage. So this is not the right avian to use. I'm gonna try the other cloud. This one. So I can get back my damage. There we go, level 110 again. And normally I should have a lot of skill crit damage that time. Let's check. 438 and 2400. Better than before. But then I'm pretty sure that it's one more time gonna be a story of timing. If I can get the Blitz Assault in time to tank the cheetah mount, otherwise I die. And yeah, all of a sudden I die because he's getting a lot of attack speed increase. So the cloud is not the best mount to use. The best avian. Got a pretty nice cooldown recovery when the fight starts, but after that, or maybe with that I need to use the alien dimension and the result is gonna be different. I'm gonna give it a try and we are gonna see if there is a difference. I proc the cheetah mount that time and I died. Let's try to improve my skill cooldown reduction. There we go again. Blitz Assault, maybe a bit too early. And yes, all of a sudden I'm taking crazy damage one more time. But at least that time I could proc the cheetah mount in front. Is this the right thing to do, by the way, to reduce the attack and the attack speed of the target? Or should I add some more controls instead? Like, what if I use that? Let's see if there is a difference. Come on, I need the Blitz Assault. I need the disarm. No, the result. I am dying. After 15 seconds, he's getting so much attack speed that this is useless. I just can't stay alive here. Wow, look at that burst! This is insane! And what if I do that? Instead of Betty Trace? Let's go again. Blitz Assault. No, doesn't work. Let's go full defensive. Like, if I use that, maybe the results is gonna be different. I don't know. Just trying things. Come on. Feel like I still have the same amount of damage in front, but I take less. And now he has more attack speed and bam bam bam. I take all this is insane. I never had that on my archer. Like, what the hell is just happening after 15 seconds? This is insane. Yeah, but I don't have the same power on my archer, but hey. Calm down, bro. Should probably upgrade my resistances one more time. I don't know. Is there anything I can do to be more efficient after 15 seconds? Can try to remove the combo rate. Effects halved after 20 seconds. Et oui, il me reste que 40% quand il proc sa compétence, effectivement, ouais. Or maybe I need to use that. Don't think it's gonna work. Okay, 15 seconds. So now the damage should increase in front. And yes, I am having a hard time. What if I change that relic instead? Le sport bleu. Let's go. Let's see if there is a difference, but I lost a lot of damage resistance, so I don't know if it is the right thing to do. I feel like I'm already taking more damage than before, or is it just me? And damage coming, and I'm dead, same as before, and I think it was even worse. I'm gonna go back with what I had before. It was working a bit better. Like, when I upgraded my attack, then I used these two skills. I think it was better this way. I'm not even sure. Or maybe I just have to put everything I have into resistances and HP, and so it will work better. Now that time I'm taking more damage. Cheat amount and dead. But it was better. There is something else that I want to try. The Olympic torch here. So maybe the cheat amount is gonna go on the clone. Or at least the other attacks are coming on the clone, I guess, so this is maybe gonna be better. But I will lose some damage. C'est abusé, ouais. Yeah, I lost a ton of damage. So I don't think this is worth it. But everything is going on the clone right now, so at least I could survive longer, but I'm about to die. Yeah. Not working either. What should I get first as an arrow god? Bloodstained Blade or Blade Duo? What are these? I never remember the names. What is Bloodstained Blade and Blade Duo? Is that a skill or... And what if I reuse everything offensive that I had before? Betty Trace. And let's just go with that for now. Artifact? I'm gonna check which artifact it is. What the hell, the damage I'm taking now? Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I haven't checked the crit damage and combo are very, very high. Skill damage raise only 24%. The Blade Duo, combo and boss damage. Which one is the Blade Duo? I don't have it, guys. Bloodstain, souls. Oh, the souls. Okay, you're talking about the souls. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that the souls had a name. So the skills. This worked better with that. And for the spore, this was working better. For the survivability, that was better. And here, did I change something? No, I'm still using the same things. Voilà pourquoi tout le monde joue Martial Regen. Tu m'étonnes. Mais il n'y a plus trop de plumes monarques en vrai par rapport à avant. Nah, the artifact I'm using at the moment is just not the good one to use. There isn't any better choice than this staff. Okay, crazy procs at the start. This is insane. when I'm playing my archer build, I'm never having that amount of procs with the bistro bow. This is ridiculous. And I died again, like... Just wow. Look at all the procs directly at the start. This is ridiculous. I never have that with the bistro bow. And I had better results with the other avian here, so I'm just gonna go back to the pumpkin, in fact. But I need to buy a potion. I don't know, I changed my payment method. I'm just gonna hide the screen so you won't see that. I don't know if my credentials are on the screen. I think it's okay. So let's regress that avian. And go back with the pumpkin was better. This is the one I was using. Okay. Deploy. I'm gonna do some more tries, like put everything into my defenses and HP to see if there is a difference, but I might survive a bit longer, but I will have way less damage, so I don't think it is that worth it, to be honest, but need to give it a try. T'as moins de stats que moi et en Martial Sage, tu le tues facile avec son set actuel. Ouais, t'as beaucoup plus de défense avec le Martial. T'as ton set actuel équipé? And did you rename yourself? Are you playing a mafia or police character? Like, I would like to check your stats, but I don't know who you are now. This is chaos here. What is better to have in Flying Pet? Infinite Expulsion or Cosmic Burst or both? I suppose that you're talking about Infinite Dream and Infinite Burst. I think none. Like, if you want to increase your damage coming from skills, you need to have the purple ones first, and this blue one. You will have way more skill crit damage and final damage than if you have the burst impact or the other thing. Merci. Je veux bien, ouais. Donc t'as pas changé. So I should recognize you if you haven't changed. So where are you, bro? Doesn't it work better with disarm instead of 100 slashes against the monarchs? Yes, you might be right. But the disarm without the relic is not gonna last very long, so, and generally they are using the Sunshine Bringer, so the duration is not gonna be that efficient, and the cooldown on the disarm is very long, so I don't know if it is a good idea to use that. But I can give it a try, you know, if you missed that, I tried that a bit earlier. I'm just gonna retry so you will see the difference. Ça marche, je vais aller checker. Oh no! He changed the build. I can't try it anymore. Very sad, guys. So you sent a message in the chat. Cross server. So which one are you? Are you newbie? Yeah, yes, this is your name. Of course, this is your name. But you have a Pepe. You have a Pepe thing as image. I was focusing on the image here, so where are you, bro? Wait, I couldn't find you. Generally, you are close to the top here, right? Oh, so you're here now? Yeah. Because you forgot to do your attacks. I did that one time and I was after that a grandmaster. So where are you, bro? Bro. Hello, newbie. Are you somewhere here? Oh, I can attack you directly through the chat. Never did that, so I didn't even know. That's gonna be better. Cross server. Oh, and I can check your stats. Oh, but you have more HP than me. Less defense, more HP. A higher regeneration. And on your avian, regen ability. Okay, this is the reason. And barrel dodge as well. Let's check your resistances. Crit resistance almost at 3000%. Combo damage yeah, this is a very, very nice amount. Need to work on that. 99%, I guess that you have a lot coming from the ancients. 15% more, yep. That's the case. And you have another soul giving some more. Very, very nice amount. So that's probably the reason why you can sustain that, and because you have also 15% more damage resistance with the class. Very nice. Let's practice to see. Terminal Strike reduces the heals received by the target with your basic attacks. Yeah, but this build is not made to beat tanky players. I need to work more on that build though, to increase both my damage on tanky players and on the normal players. So you deal some damage based on current and max HP, right? And you reduce my heals with your back accessory, but you're not reducing my movement speed, so it stays blue. Okay, so I will never have more damage. Or maybe. That was a pretty nice crit. But hey, your regen is too high in comparison with mine. Okay, let's skip the fight. I want to try my normal build versus you. Like, if I change to Dark Lord. Oh, I forgot to change my skills, by the way. Need to be careful when I'm changing that. Betty Trace here. Was using that? Let me check. Global attack, stuff like that. Normally it should be fine. I want to retry that versus your class. This is my offensive Dark Lord. To see the damage difference. Already better at the start. But can I kill you? Suppose that I'm gonna start taking a lot of damage over time, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive. Look at the damage! Damage difference! You're already dead, bro! Oh, if only I could build something like just to be less efficient with the damage, but way more tanky. But I don't know. I just can't do that. I would love to retry that versus the other guy though, but no, it wouldn't work. It doesn't work versus Monarchs. This is why I wanted to build something a bit more tanky, but... Oh, and it worked that well? Like, with that amount of HP? This is weird. Really weird. And less stun because I have more crit resistance. Yeah, I changed a lot of things on my enchants too, so I need to change that again. Oh, and I was... No, this is normal because I just changed that. HP regen. Wait. What build? I was using this one. Got some more crit resistance here. Ouais, je dois t'exploser à mon avis. C'était sûr. C'est fou la différence. The difference is huge. Oh, and I have 40% ignore counter with that build. Just in case. 30% basic attack damage resistance. But hey, I'm here to try that tanky build and beat other archers. So let's go back to that, and I'm just gonna switch that just in case, so I'm not gonna change my normal build. Campaign, mage, warrior. Let's switch to this one. Wait, what build I was using with the warrior class? I might want to give it a try too. But he changed the build, so I can't retry, unfortunately. Let me recheck my stats. Regeneration, I got 8%. Crit resistance at 2300. Need to find a way. I need barrel dodge to upgrade that amount. And I probably need to increase that crit resistance from here as well. And through my scrolls. Yeah, this is not the right build anymore. He's doing his PvE. got a lot of stats. Yeah, I got a lot of stats because I spent everything. I mean, in the parking wars before, during the first month, like the first 7 months, I never did that. I wasted a lot of scrolls that I could have today. This is insane. Imagine if I was doing that directly at the start, I would have an insane amount of scrolls today. If I go on that set, this is the amount of scrolls I have. 6,400, and I would probably have like 9,000 or 10,000 if I was doing that since the beginning of the game 1 year ago. Parking wars and the mounts giving scrolls is just insane. And here in the cross-server ranked match, in the shop, purchasing these daily and this one weekly is so freaking important. This is insane. Best move to do. And on the souls, saving the red diamonds for the souls only. I have a lot of stats given by the souls now. And this is way less than some other players in the top. But these are just the best sources of base stats you can have in game. And the scrolls are also giving some main stats for the classes. So these are so freaking important. The soul set is kind of useless, the same as auto prayer. Now we don't have the auto alerts for prayer. Yeah, this is, as I said on my previous video, that was ridiculous. They shouldn't have changed anything, in fact. It was better like it was before. So to be honest, I don't feel like I can change anything here to make that build better. Can probably try to use that, but unfortunately I can't retry versus the same guy, so it's gonna be harder. Or I can retry versus another guy, Marshall Sage, Plume Monarch, Rudy Radlos, insane stats, 10,000 million attack. A Prophet. So I'm gonna try to find someone else. And if I don't find, like, I feel like in 10 minutes I'm gonna end the stream. I don't feel like I have much things to try now. Unless I find the secret thing to change on my build to make it better versus the archers. I need to take more time to try that. It's not complete yet, but someday it's gonna be better. Plume Monarch, not the right build. Marsa Sage, they are everywhere. Think there was one around here, but he had crazy stats. Plume Monarch, right build. 10,000 million attack, almost the same as Rudy. How do you hide your soul in display? Am I hiding my soul? You can see my soul here. It's not working. I think I tried that, but it never worked. Wait, I wasn't able to release any damage? What just happened? What was that? Died. Just need to reuse what I was using before, in fact. Don't need that, and instead of the clone, need to go a bit more aggressive. Just gonna change the order to what I was using before. Let's go with that and the Blitz Assault. Pick rank. Let's go again. And I am dead. I don't even have time to recover my cooldowns. This is insane. Alien Dimension, probably. Where is fuck the police? Here. So here I take less damage than before, I can recover my cooldowns on some skills, and I will die before the Blitz Assault. I had time for the second Blitz Assault, but I don't have enough damage to beat him. Like, I can't even proc the cheat amount. And newbie, are you still in the chat? Have you tried versus that guy? And can you stay alive versus him? Like, he has crazy offensive stats. And what about the resistances? 18% only? And I can't deal more damage than that? This is weird. And if I reuse that instead, maybe, or just remove these, I don't need to use these anymore. Let's go back with what I had at the start. Damage ignoring immunity and stun, pretty nice. I can stun when I release the main active skill, and another one. Reduce the regen speed by 10% for 5 seconds. Reduce basic attack damage. Reduce target's attack. Already reached the max. Let's cancel deploy this one here so I can reduce the attack of the target, and instead I need one that requires only 2. Let's use that for the extra shield. Let's see if I have a difference. For now, I'm still alive. Betty Trace running. Blitz Assault. Right in time. Half HP on target. And I died. Don't know if it is changing anything to have that here. Probably want to go back to what I had before. At the start. Let's go with this one. Let's go with Juice. And here instead. Stun targets. Let's use that to see if there is any difference. I don't know how to position my hero cards, by the way. I feel like the difference is not that big, even if you have the best ones. Like the SSR, like Zeus. What is that launch rate, by the way? He's launching me most of the time. 15% launch, wow! This is insane, first time I'm seeing that. 11% coming from the Ancient and 4% from the Soul. That's insane. I misclicked, I wanted to retry. Practice again. Hi guys, it's the first time that I am in that stream. Hello bro! How are you going? I could survive a bit longer that time and deal a bit more damage, half HP close to it, and I died. Okay, like 40% HP left on him. This is the best shot I did so far. I don't know if I can upgrade anything. Maybe I can retry to change that and use what I was using before, so this one will release some more damage at the start. Oh no, my bad, this is this one. But he's stunning the target already, so I can change something, I guess. Can't deploy this one. This is what I had before when I started the stream, so let's use that. Did I kill the monsters? Absolutely not. We'll need to do that later, so I will have some more cards. And maybe finally draw the Blizzard. The Wizard, sorry, not the Blizzard, what the fuck I'm saying. There we go. Let's go! Deal more damage! And survive! The launch rate in front is insane. The 15%, what the hell? That time it was so different. Je viens d'essayer de rajouter ton nouveau code Aptoide, mais il ne fonctionne pas encore. Tu as les dates? Oui, je l'ai mis pour l'instant, mais ça commence à partir du 1er du mois prochain, le 1er avril. Pour l'instant, Mushroom 2 fonctionne. Je vais le marquer dans le chat. Until end of March. So the controls are annoying here. I can't land my attacks, I can't stun, I can't recover my cooldowns fast enough, and so I die. $50% HP, okay, I'm dead. So let's try just another mount instead. Panda mount. Let's see if it works with the launch. Generally, people doesn't have a lot of launch rate, so it's the first time I'm trying the Panda mount to see if it works on the launches. It worked well at the beginning, but yeah, with the other mount now I have no damage resistance and I die. The difference is huge between the mounts. Look at all the damage I'm taking now. This is insane, ridiculous. The other mount is just broken to tank. Where is it? Here. So is it for real? I don't have anything better than that? Feel like it was better with the fan before. I'm not even sure about this. Peak rank. Let's just give it another try. Hello, Malo. What's up? Okay, I need to wait for my second skills to deal damage. Blitz Assault, will I have time? And no, I died before. So, I need to change that again. It was working better before. With the shields. When I was using that as main. Then when I used another shield, which one it was? This one for my skill damage, and I don't remember the one I was using here. Increases attack. Probably this one, I guess. I suppose. Had to roll 1,000 times to get the artifact. This is so freaking bad, bro. 1,000. I stopped at 580. I didn't want to get that artifact, so for once, like I thought to myself, do I really need to pull for that artifact? Do I really need to spend an extra $300 to get an item that I'm maybe not gonna use in the game? Was like, no, I have other solutions, I have other things, we have so many artifacts today that didn't need that artifact. And I preferred not going for it, and instead this is what I am using. But I have the other stuff, so it doesn't really count, right? So let's give it another try. Let's go. Need my cooldowns. The most important one is the Blitz Assault here, and no, that time it works. It's less efficient than before. Like, I was able to put him to 40% HP remaining, and here, apparently, it's never happening again. But I was able to release another time the Blitz Assault, and here, I just can't go all the way to my second Blitz Assault. Don't know if I can change something, though. Let's reuse that instead of the Betty Trace. Maybe it's gonna change something. I was still using that. What a bad move. Okay, let's equip that so I have more time on the 100 slashes. Oh, you missed that stuff. You had 480 rolls and stopped. So I understand why you tried to get the second staff then. But 1,000 rolls, it's a very, very high amount. And look at that, all the procs I took all of a sudden, that was insane. The difference with the Beast Robo, sometimes it's just completely crazy, sometimes it's just not gonna proc, and sometimes it's just gonna go crazy. Like this time as well. What is happening now? I'm dying so fast. Did he change something? And what is that animation here? He's hitting me with thumb hands. He's slapping me. Yeah, he probably changed something. Like, I can't do anything at all right now. Oh, bro. I'm having a hard time. Go back on Betty Trace. I'm lacking some tankiness, I'm pretty sure of that. Could have better. Need to work on that later. Don't think I can increase anything here. No, I died because I just removed that relic, in fact. Like, this is normal, I was using that to increase the duration of these two skills, and this is just the reason why I'm dying, in fact. This is ridiculous, I should have stayed with what I had before. And I was like, oh, what is just happening here? In fact, it's normal. It's just because I removed the only thing that was helping me. Gotta pay more if I want to get better. Yes, you're right, I should pay more. I should spend more in the game. But, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to. I was able to survive a bit longer, but the damage was not enough. It's better when I'm using the Betty Trace instead. So let's go back with the petty trace. Did I change my artifact or something like that? Maybe this is the reason why I'm dying. Yeah, I'm not using the alien dimension anymore, so this is the reason why I'm dying now. And what if I remove the sheep here and instead I use this mount coming from New Year? Alright guys, this is gonna be my last test. And after that, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go to eat, go for lunch, because after I wanted to go on something else. Like the new game I'm playing, big fan of the series. So I'm gonna go live on the other game, so if you want to follow, if you want to come back, this is gonna be with pleasure. But let's retry one more time. Last try. I need to work more on that build, increase my resistances and stuff like that to check what works the best versus Split Monarchs. The goal would be to resist the attacks here, but 10,000 attack is just very, very high. So this is normal for me to die, I guess. Come back to IMR. I don't want to. You are maybe the fifth guy to ask me to come back to IMR, but I just don't want to. The game was great, and it's still great today, and apparently it's even better than before, but hey, I hate the developers. That I had a very bad experience with the developers and community managers on that game, and so I decided to stop because of that, and I got fired from the content creator team because they just waited for something, just like they were waiting for me to say something bad in one of my videos to fire me because they were fed up about me always saying that the game was going the wrong direction and stuff like that. And you know, it's a bit different than Legend of Mushroom. The game never changed. Right at the beginning, they said, hey, we are really pay to win. And we assumed that. And they kept doing the same things again and again. They never went more pay to win than before and stuff like that. At least in my opinion, they never did that. But Infinite Magic Raid, at the start, they were free-to-play friendly, and after that, they pushed everything they could again and again and released more content all the time just to make it more pay-to-win all the time. And I was fed up about that, and I got fired because I was complaining about it. So here I just don't care because most of the players are paying a lot. They are a lot of spenders in that game, and they are okay with the system, and because the game has always been like that and never changed. So this is the difference. But whatever, I'm not here to talk about the spending issues and stuff like that in video games. So guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna continue working on that build, and I need to work on my warrior build as well, because as I said earlier in the stream, now I finally have my full triple S plus global counter build. So soon I might hold another live stream to try a Warbringer. This is what I wanted to do, so stay tuned guys. Have a really nice day. Thank you for watching, for being here today and chat with me. That was great as always. Great time with you guys. Have a really nice day. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.